Welcome back to Sioux Falls Jefferson. Here's the lineups for, first off, Sioux Falls Jefferson. Head coach is Beth Donnelly. Girls we expect on the floor, Riley Fodness, 5'1" senior libero. Sienna Sabers is a 5'9" senior outside. Abby Horner is a 5'9" senior outside and defensive specialist. Natalie Welty is a 5'9" senior outside. Addison Warnke, a 5'11" senior middle and right side. Leah Johnson is a 5'9" senior middle. Jadea Blackburn is a 5'8" freshman right side and middle. And Faye Shearer is a 5'10" senior right side and middle. Huron Tigers head coach is Josh Lane. Girls we expect on the floor tonight, Jency Gergen, 5'8" senior setter. Chloe Carr, 6' senior middle. Hilton Hines is a 5'8" senior libero. Kaya Cheddar, 5'7" junior serving specialist. Kyla Pesky, 5'7" senior right side. Addie Knight is a 5'8" junior outside. Allie Davis, a 5'7" senior outside. Arian Fitzer, a 5'9" freshman right side. Jaylee Olson, a 6' junior middle. Those are the lineups here for this matchup tonight. Let's do a Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. Lower levels, the JV only went 2 but went long, so we're way delayed here due to that. The Sioux Falls Jefferson did win in straight sets, but 31-29 and 26-24 had to play extra in order to decide both of the sets there in JV, and then the sophomore Huron rallied to force a third set, but Jefferson wins it 25-20, 20-25, 15-4. And that's your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. Check out, see if we got any scores. I'm sure we're behind pretty much everybody right now. Yankton is up 1-0 on Pierre, 25-22. Harrisburg up 1-0 on Aberdeen, 25-6. And that's what we have for a scoreboard update. Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard downtown Huron, 605-352-5316. We'll take another time out of 1 minute and get ready for volleyball here from Sioux Falls. 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
Thousands of diapers, enough hundreds of cups, with hours of peekaboo and test goose. Because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance can mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Experience delicious. Experience Ryan's Annual Restaurant in East Mountain. They specialize in steak, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Annual can host your party in a private room and offer catering. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2, and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Annual Restaurant in East Mountain in the Crossroads in downtown Huron. Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger Sports.
And welcome back to Sioux Falls, set to go. Jefferson and Huron running way late, but at least we are ready to go. Huron wearing those pink tops again tonight with white numbers and letters. Jefferson wearing their home whites with green numbers and letters and some gold trim to go along with that. It is the pink night for Sioux Falls Jefferson volleyball, and all the Jefferson girls are wearing pink shoes and add their pink warm-up shirts as well. So it should be a tight matchup, you would think. Jefferson at 6-7, Huron at 7-10. And right next door to each other in the points, Jefferson at 11, Huron at 12. Huron will open with the serve. And teeing it up first is Jency Gergen for the Huron Tigers. Tigers in the far court from me. And serve, nice pass from the back row, hit off the left side, and that will drop right in front of Hines. And a quick kill for Natalie Welty. And a 1-0 lead for Jefferson. Now Welty, who just got the kill, will step back and serve for Jefferson. Flies it back row to Hines. Gergen will set from the net. Quick set in the middle. Nice dig back there by Jefferson. They do get it across. Quick set back by Davis. Now Jefferson will bump ahead to the left side. The hit cross court. Dig by Knight. Gergen will set. Here's Davis off that left pin down the middle. Allie Davis gets Huron on the board, and we're tied at 1. And Davis steps back and serves now for Huron. Serve receive, back row Fodness, set from the middle. The big hit finds the corner. And give the kill to number 11, Aaliyah Johnson. And Jefferson up 2-1 here early on, just underway. Fodness will serve. Libero for Jefferson. Short serve, Knight handles it. Gergen back sets. Right side, it's Jaylee Olsen, and she dumps it up the middle. And we're tied at 2. Jaylee Olsen coming off the right side instead of manning the middle, and registers the kill for Huron. Hilton Hines to serve for Huron as Chloe Cars into the front row for the Tigers. Serve receive, back row by Welty. Hit in the middle, and Davis, now Hines, third hit, free balled by Gergen. Good job in the back row. Back set right side, and dig in the back row by Gergen. Bumped ahead by Hines. Here's Knight off the left side, partially blocked. Fodness with the dig. Set to the left, the hit into the net. Hitting error by Sabres. And Huron has their first lead at 3-2. Serving now is Hilton Hines for Huron. Serve back row, serve receive for Welty. Tip across by Sabres, dug out by Huron. Here's the right side hit, Fitzer, and hits it into the Jefferson bench, and we're tied at 3. Well, both teams just kind of feeling each other out as Jefferson prepares to serve. On to serve for the Cavaliers, Abby Horner. Horner from the middle, serves it back to the corner, Knight. Gergen back sets, right side for Fitzer, cross court, handled by Horner. Right side hit Sabres, dig by Knight, right back to her. Addie will hit off the left side. Defeats the block as the dig got there but went out of bounds. Addie Knight gives Huron a 4-3 lead. Now Huron had 3-set sweep against Roosevelt on Tuesday. Jefferson had to go a full 5, a tough loss with Mitchell. So we'll see if Huron saved their legs a little. Ava Wambach in to serve and play back row. Wackel sets. Here's Sabres with the hit, and a little indecision there. Dropped right between Hines and Davis. Both would have had position. Instead, it is a kill for Sabres. And we're tied at 4. I believe it's Sabres serving for Jefferson. It is. Serve received from the corner, Wambach. Backline attack for Davis, down the middle, handled by Sabres from the middle. There's the big hit and found the open spot. Warnke, they set it up for her perfectly in the middle, and she had both corners to go to. She went to her left, and Jefferson up 5-4. Serve again by Sabres. Serve receive Wambach. Overpass. Here comes Jefferson. Hit off the left side. Dig by Davis. Set for Knight. Up the middle. Tips over the block. Dug out. Wackel sets. The hit down the middle, and it was touched by Huron. And that will be a kill again for Welty. She's got 2. And the first 2-point lead for either team at 6-4 in favor of Jefferson. And Sabres continues to serve. Sabres back to the corner, serve, receive, Wambach, and that's going to be an ace as it went off the antenna. And it's a 4-0 run by Jefferson. They lead 7-4, first ace of the match, either team. Sienna Sabres has built some momentum serving for Jefferson. Into the net service error. First one of those tonight for either team. And Huron gets one back. It's 7-5. Sioux Falls Jefferson, Addison Knight to serve for the Tigers. Floater, back row, serve receive for Sabres. Wacko will set and just free balled. Huron can set it up. Gergen from the net, back set. Carr, her hit right side, blocked at the net. Welty with the block kill. She's had a good start to this match for Jefferson, and the Cavs are up 8-5. Serving is Addison Warnke for Sioux Falls Jefferson. 8-5, serve receive, back row Knight. Quick set by Gergen, slapped right back by Johnson. Essentially a block kill, and Jefferson goes up 9-5. They're on a 6-1 run. The 1 point for Huron was a serving error. Warnke serving. Serve receive Hines. Gergen sets across for Davis. Lifts up, tips down. Allie Davis with the answer for Huron. It's 9-6. Kill number 2 for Allie. Kaya Cheddar, serving specialist on the floor for Huron. When she serves, that means this is the rotation where Hilton Hines sits. Serve back row. And Sabres had trouble with it, and they do tip it across, but out was a touch by Huron. It was not out by Jefferson, and Huron pulls within 9-7. Cheddar with the serve as Huron tries to build a little momentum back. Cheddar down to get it was Sabres, and quick set across by Wacko, misplayed by Huron. I think Davis and Olsen both kind of going after it, then pulling back. Wacko gets the quick set kill, 10-7. Jefferson back up by 3. On to serve for Jefferson. I believe that's Wacko. It is. Into the net, service error. Huron gets one back. It's 10-8 Jefferson. Second service error against Sioux Falls Jefferson. Fitzer into the front row for Huron as Wambach rotates out, and Jency Gergen serving. So Huron's made a full rotation with Gergen serving for the second time. Serve, receive, back row. Hit in the middle. Tigers got a block on it. Nice dig by Knight. Gergen will set for Davis. Left side to the back row. Off of Sabres. And Huron pulls within 1. 10-9 is Allie Davis now with 3 kills here in set 1. Jency Gergen again prepares to serve for Huron. Floater, a short serve. Sabres comes up to get it. Overpass, slap back by Olsen, but dug out. Left side, Welty, blocked back by Huron. Nice recovery by Sabres. Wacko will get it across from the net. Gergen back sets. Right side, the hit by Fitzer up the middle. Sabres there. Set to Welty. Left goes with the tip over the block and in front of Gergen. 4 kills now for Natalie Welty. And the lead is back at 2, 11-9 for Jefferson. Welty serving, just got the kill. Back row, serve, receive. Gergen sets from the net. Oh, to the left, Fitzer, and she goes long. Huron has not been able to get those hard hits in so far. And Jefferson back up by 3 at 12-9. And Welty on the serve for Jefferson. Hines down to get it. Gergen back sets. Right side, Olsen up the middle. Dig, overpass. Huron gets another chance to Davis this time. Her hit. She has to tip. And Jefferson in the net. And Huron gets one back. 12-10 Jefferson. And Allie Davis goes back to serve for the Huron Tigers. Davis, back row, serve, receive, not overpass. Huron can set it up. Gergen bumps it. And from the back row, Davis slaps it across. Wacko back sets, right side, the tip. And right in front of Davis, nicely placed by Faith Shearer as she gets her first kill. And again, Jefferson back up 3 at 13-10. Jefferson's had the lead except for 1 point here, but Huron just trying to stick close. Served by Fodness. Bumped by Gergen and just going to be tapped across by Knight. Pass ahead to the left. There's Sabres. Cross court. Dig by Davis. Gergen sets. Here's the hit by Fitzer up the middle. Dig by Welty. Hit right side and find the corner. Boy, when they find the middle, Jefferson has it working. Warnke gets her second kill. And Jefferson up 14-10. This equals their biggest lead here in the first set. Riley Fodness serving to the back row. Serve receive Davis. Gergen sets. Here's the hit. Block back. But Huron able. Nice backhand tip by Knight to get it across. Set for Sabres right side. Dug out by Davis. Overpass. Waka will set from the middle. Tigers get the block. Block kill. Olsen and Knight were both there. Not sure if it was one or both. Olsen for sure got in on that block. And Huron on the block kill, gets the side out, trailing by 3, and Hilton Hines serving. Hilton sends it back row, Welty down to get it. Sabres off that left side. Tigers got a block, and too much of it. It went through Fitzer, and then Gergen could not climb and get control of it. And again, the lead back at 4, 15-11, as the kill to Sabres, her second. Served by Jefferson from the net. Gergen sets, and the tip by Carr. Dug out by Wackel. Fodness. Backline attack. Welty. Tigers handle it. Set across for Knight. Her hit left side through the block. Jefferson stays with it and free balls. From the net. Back set right side for Fitzer to the corner and just long. No touch. No touch. And Roosevelt is, or I knew I was going to do that. Jefferson has opened up their biggest lead here in set 1 at 16-11. Serve receive, back row Davis. Gergen sets. Here's Knight with the hit through the block, dug out. Wackel with the quick set. Davis was ready. Back set, right side Fitzer goes cross court. Picking that one up, Horner. And tipped across by Welty. Gergen sets for Knight again. Tips over the block, but cleaning it up, Jefferson. Here's the big hit by Sabres. Powers it through the block. And Jefferson goes up 17-11. Sabres her third kill. No timeout yet from Coach Lean, but biggest lead here of the set now for Jefferson. Horner serving. Sell it back row to Davis. Gergen sets to a Knight. Her hit partially blocked by Warnke. Back set for Warnke. Goes with the tip, and nobody can get there. Right now, Jefferson is just clicking an offense. They know when the tip. They know when they hit it hard. Warnke with the kill, and Huron does take a timeout. 18-11. Jefferson leading in set 1. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Commercial and industrial spaces at 605-252-5776 with a free estimate. The pros of Phil Clean Parts help you get great looking, durable surfaces in epoxy flooring. For owner and operator, visit them at 201 Market Street East. Check out their website at philcleanplus.net. And Clean Parts is a proud sponsor here on Tiger Sports. Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJB.
Back in Jefferson, and Jefferson right now is clicking on offense. They lead 18-11, and 14 of their 18 points have come on kills or block kills. Huron is struggling just to defend when Jefferson sets up that offense. Off the Huron timeout, Abby Horner will serve for the Cavaliers. Back row and played by Davis. Gergen will set for Carr. Her hit back row off of the back row. Welty could not handle it. Carr gets her first kill, and Huron breaks that 4-0 run. 18-12. Huron gets the serve back, but some work to do as Wambach in. Fitzer out for Huron. Ava will play back row. Serve receive Fodness. Wackel sets. Here's the left side. Sabres. Huron digs it out. Here comes Knight off the right side and eats up the back row. Addie Knight with her second kill, and Huron 2 points in a row within 18-13. Wambach to serve. Got to keep momentum going. Sails it to the corner, down to get it. Welty, bumped by Wackel. Sabres will hit off the left side, right to Davis. Gergen back sets. Here comes Carr with the hit, popped up into the air, dug out by Horner. Backline attack. Welty goes long, no touch. Hitting air, and Huron a 3-0 run to pull within 18-14. This might be the best run Huron's had here in set one. More work to do as Wambach serves. And drops it in for the ace. Fodness let it go, and it was in by a good 6 inches. The first ace of the match for Huron, and it goes to Ava Wambach. And Huron on a 4-0 run back within 18-15. Wambach serves to the corner. Welty goes sideways, tracked down by Wackel. Free ball, back row Hines. Set across, here's Knight again, left side through the block. And Knight gets Huron within 2, 18-16. Now Jefferson wants the timeout off the Knight kill. Huron on a 5-0 run to pull within 18-16. Timeout Jefferson. We'll take a timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Sports injuries just on the sideline of the game. Think of sideline for life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com. Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Back at Sioux Falls, Jefferson, Cavalier timeout. Each team has taken one timeout here in set one. Huron on a 5-0 run to pull within 18-16. And Ava Wambach prepares to serve off the TO, looking to keep momentum going for Huron. Back row goes long. Service error. First one of the set for Huron. 19-16 breaks the Huron run, and Jefferson back up by 3. Sabres will serve for Jefferson. Going down to get it, shanked by Knight. And just like that, the lead is back up to 4, 20-16. As Sabres delivers her second ace of the evening. 2016 Jefferson, serve back row, and again, Knight struggles with it. Huron does get her to cross, though. Wackel will back set. Backline attack for Sabres, dug out by Hines. Set for Knight. Knight goes to the corner. Nice dive by Horner. Welty will tip. Nice dig, Wambach. Set. Here's the backline attack. Davis back row and deflected by Fodness. Backline attack for Allie Davis. Allie with 4 kills. And Huron gets one back. It's 2017 Jefferson. Addison Knight will serve for Huron. Serve at back row. Serve receive for Sabres. Right side hit Warnke. Dug out by Hines. Back set across by Gergen. Just returned by Jefferson. Pass ahead. Left side Davis. Dug out by Sabres. Sabres backline attack off the top of the net, staying with it Hines. Left side, the set, the hit by Davis. Caught all of the tape and rolled it right over the block for the kill. Again, Huron within 2 at 20-18. Allie Davis with 5 kills here in set one. Knight serving. Serve receive, back row, Sabres bumped ahead. Left side hit, Welty, and she defeats the double block. Welty answers with her 5th kill for Jefferson, and Jefferson back up 3 at 21-18. Warnke now will serve for Sioux Falls Jefferson. They've led just about this entire first set. Serve receive, Knight down to get it. Quick set by Gergen. Boy, Jefferson's been ready for that tonight. Hit, Tigers block, and Wambach can't dig it out. And again, boy, Jefferson is defeating the Huron blocks, and they're just punching it through, and then nobody else can make a play after it rolls off the block. Welty another kill. 22-18, serve receive Knight. Set for Davis, left pin through the block. Nice dig, Horner. Left side, Welty, back row, dropped it in. Huron let it go. And Jefferson is 2 points away, 23-18, and Huron's going to burn their final timeout. Jefferson 2 points away here in set one. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls Jefferson. Huron out of timeouts. Jefferson 2 points away from taking this first set. Huron only had the lead once. That was 4-3 early on. Other than that, it's been catch-up mode this entire first set. Warnke serving off the timeout. Floater back row Hines. Gergen sets in the middle for Carr. Tips it into the corner. Here it comes back to Warnke. She'll lean in. Tigers set now. They hit by Davis up the middle, and that eats up the back row. Davis gets Huron back within 4, 23-19. And Allie Davis, I have her for 6 kills here in set one. Kaya Cheddar to serve. Serving specialist for Huron. Jaylee Olsen into the front row, and this is the rotation where Hilton Hines sits. Serve receive, back row Sabres. Nice diving save, Wackel. Welty with the hit, dug out by Cheddar. Set across for Davis. Her hit through the block. Nice dig by Wackel. They'll save it. Welty will hit left side and again blocked, but Huron digs it off this time. Backline attack for Knight. Back row. Horner is there. Wackel sets. Backline attack Sabres and too long. I think it was close, but I kind of held the breath as Knight let it go. Hitting air brings Huron back within 23-20. Cheddar serving as Huron trying to make a move here late in set one. Back row, serve receive for Sabres, and it fooled Huron as Wackel did the quick set, and Huron was in position, then it got kind of tipped away by a front row block, and it's set point for Jefferson at 24-20. Second kill for Olivia Wackel. And Wackel will serve at set point. And Wackel a little confused if she's supposed to serve. Now she does. Serve receive for Knight. Set to Davis, left side, and the block. Great save by Wackel. And Welty will get it across. Great play by Wackel. Set for Davis again. This time tips, and tried to tip it across the net. Didn't have enough on the tip. Does not cross the net, and Jefferson takes the first set, 25-20. Jefferson up 1-0. Timeout, 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff of the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant teeth screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance your existing home? I'm Jamie Olson, the local mortgage loan officer at American Basin Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with locals for the same VA, everything, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goes heaven. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and the Huron area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market. You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJD.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls Jefferson. Jefferson takes the first set, 25-20. Seven Suns Heating and Air. Scoreboard update. Mitchell leads Watertown 25-22, 1-0. No change. Harrisburg up 1-0 in Aberdeen. Yankton's now up 2-0 on Pierre, 25-22, 25-14. That's your scoreboard update. Seven Suns Heating and Air, 111 Dakota Avenue North in Huron. Well, Huron only had one lead in that first set. That was early at 4-3. And other than that, we're just playing catch-up volleyball the rest of the way. Got within two a couple of different times, but that was as close as the Tigers got. So now some work to do if they want to even things up here in set two. Tomorrow night, high school football. Huron travels to Mitchell. 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff from Joe Quintal Field here on Tiger. Then a weekend off. I'm looking forward to that. Officials for our match are backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. Cindy Traeger is the R2. Did not get the names of the others, but we do have two officials, two line judges on the floor. They're backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. Welty will begin set two with the serve for Jefferson. Into the net, service error. And here on a 1-0 lead to open up set number two. Third service error on Jefferson. And Jency Gergen will serve for Huron. Back row, that's played by Fodness. Wackel will set. Right side hit, Sabres into the net, and Huron up 2-0 on a pair of errors by Jefferson to start this second set. Gergen again prepares to serve. Serve to the corner, and that eats up Sabres in the back row. An ace for Gergen, 3-0 Huron. Huron off to the strong start. Second ace of the night for Huron. Jency Gergen trying to build some early momentum for the Huron Tigers. Gergen to the corner, kind of shanked by Sabres, and it went sideways, and just nobody was in position to make a play. Back-to-back aces for Jency Gergen, and Huron up 4-0 to open set two. Gergen delivers the serve. Fodness down to get it. Wackel sets for Sabres. Her hit, and that drills into Gergen for the kill. Sabres picks it up, and Jefferson on the board. It's 4-1 Huron. Kill number 4 for Sienna Sabres. Riley Fodness, libero, is serving for Jefferson. Back row, serve, receive, Knight. Back set, right side for Olsen. Tip, blocked back by Warnke. Huron gets control, and Davis will hit it into the net. Was not blocked, it was not. 4-2, hitting error by Huron. Now 2 points in a row for Sioux Falls Jefferson, with again Fodness serving. Into the net, service error, Huron up 5-2. And a pair of service errors already here in set two by Sioux Falls Jefferson. Huron up 5-2. Allie Davis, short serve, dropped it in for the ace right in front of Sabres. Huron with 3 aces here to start off set number two. Davis with her first of the night, 6-2. Huron up by 4 in set two. Davis again goes towards Sabres. Sabres gets the receive that time, hits it across. Gergen from the net will set Knight left side, drills it up the middle, and that's going to be shanked by Welty in the back row. Huron setting up some offensive opportunities. Addie Knight with her 4th kill. And Huron up 7-2. Official called for a serve. The problem was Allie Davis hadn't been given a volleyball yet. Serve, and that shanked by Welty, tracked down by Fodness, 3rd hit, and Welty does get it across. Bumped by Huron, and a little too deep there by Gergen that time. Knight tried to adjust, but backpedaling, couldn't get anything on it. And Jefferson gets one back at 7-3. Abby Horner to serve and play back row for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Serve receive, back row Davis, set. Here's the hit, tapped down by Fitzer. Nice dig by Horner, but then nobody went to the ball for the 2nd hit. Fitzer will get her 1st kill of the night. And Huron builds an 8-3 lead here in set number 2. Hilton Hines serving. Chloe Carr is checked into the front row. Serve receive, shanked in the back row. Huron now with 4 aces here to start the 2nd set. That one from Hilton Hines. Huron a 9-3 lead, and Jefferson a timeout. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJZ.
I'm Jeff Duffy back at Sioux Falls Jefferson here on a strong start to set 2, leading 9-3 after they dropped the first set 25-20, so trying to even things out. Huron serving aggressively, 4 aces here in the 2nd set. And Jefferson forced to use an early timeout. Hines will serve off the TO. Serve receive, back row by Welty. Sabres will hit off the left side, right to Hines. Back set, right side, Fitzer into the net. Hitting air, gives a point back to Jefferson. It's 9-4, Huron. Now Sabres rotates and will serve for Jefferson. Back row, serve, receive, Davis. Set across, here's the hit by Knight. Blocked back, but out. And it'll be a kill for Davis. Warnke was there and got a full block, but it went out as they're right off the pin. Davis with the kill, her 7th. Huron up 10-4. Ava Wambach to serve and play back row for Huron. Wambach delivers. Horner from the back row. And a quick set across by Jefferson, tip back by Knight. Here's the set, the tip by Warnke up the middle, dug out by Gergen, pass ahead. Knight coming off the left side, powers it through the block. 11-4, Knight got it right through Warnke. Addie Knight has 5 kills as she's been a little more active at the net tonight. And you're on an 11-4 lead here in set 2. Wambach serving. Serve receive Fodness. Set to the left for Welty and drops it in the corner. Welty with the answer for Jefferson. 11-5 Huron's lead. That is 7 kills for Natalie Welty. On to serve now is Warnke to the corner, and Wambach trouble with it, but Gergen a nice recovery to get it across. Wacko will set from the middle to tip back row, dug out by Hines. Set in the middle for Carr. Big hit and 3rd hit, and great play by Sabres to get it across. Going to be a free ball by Hines. Wacko can set from the net, back set. Backline attack for Sabres, blocked at the net, dug out by Wambach. Pass ahead, backline attack, Davis pops it back row. Wacko sets across. Welty with the tip over the block and right in front of Wambach Welty's read the court well, picks up her 8th kill, 11-6. Jefferson pulls back within 5. Addison Warnke serving for the Cavaliers. Serve to the corner, serve received Knight. Set, Knight from the right side, cross court, goes long. Now Huron making mistakes, and the lead is cut to 11-7. Jefferson back within 4 as they're on a 3-0 run. Addison Warnke serving for Jefferson. Down to get it. Here's the set. Left side hit for Davis. Up the middle. Warnke digs. Pass ahead by Sabres. Welty. Left side. Back row right to Hines. Quick set across by Gergen. This time she gets it to drop in the campfire. Jefferson has defended that well, but Gergen got it that time for her first kill. 12-7. Huron breaks the run. They're back up by 5. And Addison Knight serving for Huron. Serve receive. Nice save by Wackel and punched across. Gergen bumps over to Davis. Her hit goes way long. She knew the block was there and just wound up. Hitting air puts Jefferson back within 4 at 12-8. Shearer into the front row for Jefferson, and Wackel serving for the Cavaliers. Serve coming up to get it Hines. Back set. Here's Carr with the hit. Blocked at the net. Now overpass, and Carr hits it back again. Nice save, and Shearer to Fodness, but Fodness hits it out. Jefferson, a great job of keeping the ball alive, but on the third hit, just kind of a wild hit. Huron will get the point back at 13-8. Kaya Cheddar serving for Huron, serving specialist, as Hines and Carr go to the bench, rotate out. Cheddar floats it. Sabres down to get it, set for Welty, left side, and powers it away through the Olsen block. Welty continues her nice night. I have her for 9 kills, 3 in this set. Jefferson back within 4 at 13-9. Now Welty rotates back and serves, and Hines back into the match for Huron. Welty into the net, service error. 14-9, third service error this set on Jefferson. Huron up 5 again at 14-9. Gergen serving for Huron, so Huron's made a complete rotation. And Gergen serving for the second time, and serves long. Well, we swap service errors. It's 14-10, Huron. First service error this set on Huron, second of the match. Fodness serving, the libero for Jefferson. Back row, and that, dropped it in. I thought it was going to go long, so did Knight, but it did drop in on that back line. And ace for Fodness, first ace of this set for Jefferson, and they're back within 3. Serve back row, Knight down to get it. Set, back set. Here's the tip across by Fitzer. Fodness digs it out. Right side hit, and just knocking it over. Shearer with the kill. And just like that, Jefferson has whittled the lead down to 14-12. Second kill for Faith Shearer of Sioux Falls Jefferson, and Fodness serving. Fodness goes to Davis. As the serve receive back to Alley. Her hit off the right side, powers it through the block, dug out by Welty. Sabres on the left side with the tip. Gergen was ready. Pass ahead, right side for Fitzer, and got it through the block, then rolled over with nobody in the middle. Fitzer picks up her second kill, both in this set. And Huron back up 3, 15-12 in set 2. Again, Jefferson up 1-0. Davis back row, Welty handles it, bumped ahead, and Shearer gets it across. Overpass going to be slapped down by Sabres. The dig went right over the net, and Sabres said, thank you very much. Drills it down, back within 2 for Jefferson, 15-13. 5 kills now for Sierra Sabres. Horner serving, back into play back row. Set to Knight off the left side, up the middle. Dug out by Fodness. Back line attack, Welty, blocked by Olsen. Horner passes ahead. Sabres left side down the middle. Nice dig by Davis. Saved by Gergen, but goes off the pole, and she might have hit the net as well. And Jefferson within 15-14. The lead was 7. It's down to 1. And Huron takes their first timeout. Timeout Huron. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Lake Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest, Huron.
Looking for a personal line of apparel, education, like your fitting jackets, beauty sports and clothes. On time, over, and less graphic sense now. Beauty sports and clothes. Proud sponsor of the Tigers, Beauty Sports. Downtown Huron.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Sioux Falls Jefferson on a 10-4 run, forcing Coach Lean to use his first time out for Huron. 15-14. Jefferson is not led here in set 1, but again, they've come back after Huron seemed to be clicking a little better. And Abby Horner to serve for the Cavaliers. Back row down to get it Knight. Gergen sets in the middle for Olsen. Popped in the air, dug out by Fodness. In the middle, they get it to Warnke, who defeats the block, and we're tied at 15. Huron had a double block on Warnke, and she powered it through for her 4th kill. And now we're tied at 15. Horner serving for Jefferson. Serve receive Hines, kind of shanks it. Knight, though, tracks it down. Going to be a free ball by Gergen. Wackel will set from the net. Back set, Warnke hits cross court, drops it in. And Jefferson has their first lead of the set at 16-15. Jefferson getting back in system, as they like to say. And boy, they have been powerful when they've been able to do so. Horner serve receive Hines. Back set, backline attack Davis, way long. And Jefferson rolling now, forcing Huron into mistakes. 17-15, and Huron's taken their last time out here. Jefferson on a full run. They have outscored Huron, 11-4, I believe. I'll add that up after the break. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Best values in the nation's top furniture brands. Timberland is America's #1 dealer for made-in-home furniture. Timberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Siddons, Jones & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Timberland Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is managed heavily as your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, and truly local service, turn to Timberland Furniture of Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Huron's burned both timeouts during this run. Officially, it's 13-4. Jefferson with the run. And hit it into the net. Side out back to Huron. 4 service errors for Sioux Falls Jefferson. That's a quarter of Huron's points. Hilton Hines serving now for Huron. Back row, serve, receive. Wackel will set. Here comes Sabres with the hit. Nice dig, Hines. Set to the left to Knight. Her hit down the middle. Fodness digs. To the left. Here's Sabres again with the tip and hit the antenna. We're tied at 17. Error by Jefferson. Hilton 9 steps back to serve. See if Huron has righted themselves after giving up the lead. Serve back row, Horner on serve receive and tipped across, dug out by Knight. Back set, right side for Fitzer through the block. Horner digs. Wackel sets, backline attack by Welke. And Huron digs it out, and here's the hit. Too long. Or was it touched? Yes, it was touched, so that will be a kill for Addie Knight. And Huron regains the lead at 18-17. Knight now with 6 kills. 4 minutes after 8 o'clock, KIJV, AM/FM Huron. We're in set 2. Late start here tonight in Sioux Falls. Serve receive Horner off. Wackel can't play it off the net. And Huron now up 19-17. Huron on a 4-0 run. As I'll give the ace there to Hilton Hines, her second, both in this set. Well, both teams have had their streaks in this set. Now Huron trying to build their second one. Hines serves and eats up Horner. Oh, great play by Warnke. And Jefferson gets it across. Set for Knight. Her tip to the corner. Horner digs. Couple girls come together. Overpass. Knocked back by Carr. Overpass by Jefferson, put it right over the net, and Chloe Carr hit it back for her second kill, and Jefferson takes their final timeout. Huron has recovered to take a 20-17 lead here in set 2. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Huron, the August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or shop it and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Back in Sioux Falls, Huron a nice run to regain the lead at 20-17, 5-0. Run by Huron after Jefferson had taken a 2-point lead. Everybody's out of timeouts. We'll play till somebody wins the set. Hines on the serve. Oh, just crawled over the net for the ace. Nothing you can do on serve receive. It hit all the tape, then just rolled over. Third ace this set for Hilton Hines. And Huron's run now is 6-0 and leads 21-17. Hines serves. Over to get it, Fodness. Wackel sets off target, but Warnke able to get it across. Bumped ahead. Here's the hit by Knight through the block. Set. Sabres hits from the middle, dug out by Hines. Set across for Knight. Her hit left side. Dug out by Horner, set for Sabres, winds up and puts it down to the corner. Block did not get there. Finally breaks the Huron one, the kill for Sabres. She's got a half dozen, 21-18. And Sabres rotates back to serve for Jefferson. Back row serve, receive Davis. Set and going to be hit by Fitzer. Nice dig, back row Fodness. Just going to be a free ball by Welty. Set for Knight again, left side, blocked back, saved. Here comes Knight again, left side into the net. Had the double block there. Double block got her the first time, and I think Addie was trying to take something off it and took too much off, hit it in the net. 21-19, Jefferson back within 2 again. Both teams are out of timeouts. Sabres serves. Serve received Knight. Gergen from the net sets. Knight with the two-hand tip. Horner is there. Set in the middle. The tip by Welty. Dug out by Gergen. Pass ahead. Knight coming off that left side. Slaps it back row. Sabres there. Backline attack for Sabres to the corner. Nice dig. Back row by Gergen. Left side hit into the back row. Horner with the dig. Just going to be a free ball by Fodness. Gergen from the net has to tip it. The pass came too close to the net, and Jency was trying to get a hand on the ball and stay off the net and just couldn't get control. And just like that, Jefferson back within 1 at 21-20. Cavaliers a chance to tie. Sabres serving. Serve received Knight. Gergen back sets. Right side Fitzer blocked but out. Fitzer defeats the double block. And you're on 3 points away at 22-20. Arian Fitzer with 3 kills. They've all been in this set. She rotates out, and Ava Wambach comes in to serve and play back row. Jency Gergen thought it was her serve, but it is not. Wambach serves, down to get it, Fodness. Wackel sets, backline attack. Sabres tips. Davis slides to get it. Going to be free-balled by Davis. Here's the quick set across, and nice dig by Davis. Set for Knight, left side, back row, dug out by Sabres. Pass ahead, Fodness. Welty hits it into the net. Hitting air puts Huron 2 points away at 23-20. Ava Wambach looks to keep momentum going for Huron, wearing the pink tops again tonight. Into the net, service error. Jefferson gets one back at 23-21. Second service error on here on this set, 3 total. And Warnke serving for Jefferson. Warnke floats it back row to Hines. Gergen back sets right side for Knight this time, dug out by Horner. Here's the backline attack and tipped across by Sabres. Gergen sets. Knight left side this time, partially blocked. Jefferson has control. They're just going to have to free ball with Horner. From the net, Gergen will set. Backline attack, Davis. I think it took Alley by surprise. Left side hit, Welty way long. And Huron's at set point, 24-21. Huron has led most of this set, but has had to withstand a big run by Jefferson, but poised to tie it up here with Addison Knight serving. Serve receive, that's the ace as it falls right in front of Fodness. Knight delivers the ace, and Huron ties it up at 1 set apiece. Tied at 1, we'll take a timeout, 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
With the ability to balance functions for every stage of advanced life, the fee consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Huron Feeds, your local feed supplier. Play the game, bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. On Huron Regional Medical Center, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Ofer and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. And best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center. 1919 root beer is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. Their unique recipe and choice ingredients make 1919 root beer the creamiest, full-body draft root beer available. Pick up 1919 root beer distributed by Elwine Brothers at your favorite convenience store or grocery store in Huron. Elwine Brothers wishes the Huron Tigers the best of luck. Go Tigers! Norby Center for Recreation Resort, your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. Norby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. These fitness classes are led by the Norby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Norby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends. Tiger 95 and Citizens Radio Huron JV are your home for Huron Tiger Sports.
I'm Jeff Duffy back in Sioux Falls. We're tied up at 1 set apiece. 7 Suns, Heating and Air, scoreboard update. Jefferson the first set, 25-20. Huron the second, 25-21. Yankton now up 2 sets to 1 on Pierre, 25-22, 25-14. Pierre taking the third set, 25-17. Mitchell is trying to sweep Watertown. The Colonels have really come around. They took the first 2 sets, 25-22, 23, and leading the third set in Watertown. Harrisburg has swept Aberdeen 25-6, 16, and 11. And that is your 7 Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. 605-352-5316. So you're on a nice recovery. Both sets were similar. Jefferson led the entire first set except for one occasion. And then Huron led the entire second set except for a brief 2-point lead in the middle by Jefferson. So you look at the PowerPoints, you figured this one would be tight through 2 sets. That's exactly been the case as we get set to go now with set number 3. Getting our lineup checks. They just did the serve to win a t-shirt promotion. Actually saw a couple of people do that when we did that on Pier a couple of weeks ago. Nobody was able to hit the target that night, but I saw at least 2 people win T-shirts by serving the volleyball and hitting the shirt. We're taking a little extra time getting our lineups checked. What are we doing here? I think there's a little confusion on who's supposed to be where for Huron. And so Ava Wambach right now is in the front row. And that's not how Lean designed it. So a little delay here as Huron's not quite getting their lineup set, and then Huron's just going to have to do an early sub here, or what are we doing? Still waiting while both liberos are on the floor, and then Huron does a substitution before we even start the set. So Huron will serve to begin set number 3. Jency Gergen will deliver. So a tight one here so far. Each team has took a set. Very similar. Both sets went similar. Jefferson leading most of the first, Huron most of the second. Serve receive off the net and third hit, and they do get it across Jefferson. Gergen will set. Here's Davis left side into the net. And Jefferson a 1-0 lead here to begin set number 3. Now the Cavaliers will serve. It'll be Welty to serve for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Welty gets it tonight, back row. Gergen sets for Olsen. Jaley socks it to the back row off of Welty. We're tied at 1. Jaley Olsen, her 3rd kill, first since the first set. And now Allie Davis to serve for Huron. Davis floats it back row, too long, service error. Jefferson back up, 2-1. 4th service error tonight on the Huron Tigers. Now Riley Fodness, libero serving. Short serve. Hines gets over to it, back set, right side. The hit by Fitzer cross court. Nice dig by Horner. Go off to the right side. Shearer going to tip it across. Gergen sets for Knight. Her hit right side. Down the middle. Was it touched? It was. I thought so. Knight with the kill. We're tied at 2. Addie Knight having one of her best nights at the net. She's already got 7 kills. And we're tied at 2 in set 3. Hilton Hines serving for Huron. Hines will deliver off the top of the net, rolls it in. I think that's the 2nd time she's done that. On serve receive, there's nothing you can do. Hilton Hines, her 4th ace of the night. 3-2 lead Huron in set 3. Hilton delivers the serve, and that's another ace as it ate up Welty in the back row, and Huron up 4-2 as Hilton Hines serving the ball very well. I have her up to 5 aces. And Jefferson's going to sub into the back row. Brianna Kinval in for the first time for Jefferson. And they go right to Kinval, kind of shanks it. Shearer keeps it alive, free balled by Fodness. Set, here's the hit, Carr blocked back, and Huron on the day can't get to it. It was blocked in the middle, I assume, by Warnke. And Cavaliers back within 4-3. I'm going to give it to Warnke, but I'm not sure she did actually have that block. 4-3 lead Huron, but Horner serving for Jefferson. Serve receive kind of flat. Huron will tip it across with Carr. Wackel from the net will hit to Sabres, and Sabres gets the shank out of the back row. We're tied at 4. Hilton Hines could not handle the hard hit by Sienna Sabres. That's 7 kills for Sabres. Horner serves into the net. Huron back up 5-4. First service error this set and the 7th total on Jefferson. Wambach in to serve and play back row as Fitzer rotates off for Huron. Serve pops back row. Here's the set, left side hit Sabres, and Davis let it go. I don't think she would have been able to make a play on it anyway, and it hit right at the feet of the line judge. We're tied at 5. Sabres delivers the kill. Sabres with 8 kills. Now she's back row to serve for Jefferson. Serve receive, down to get it Wambach. Here's the set for Knight. Knight with the tip. Tip blocked back by Warnke. Warnke tipped it back, but I thought it was going to stay on the Jefferson side, but it did get over the net. And Jefferson regains the lead at 6-5 as Warnke picks up the block kill. She now has 7 kills total. Sabres serves. Hines handles it. Gergen sets across for Knight. Her hit blocked by Warnke again. Tigers dig it out. Free balled by Gergen. Back set by Wackel. The hit by Warnke. Cross court. Wambach there. Bump ahead. Backline attack. Davis pops it back row. Wackel sets. Left side. Welty with the hit. Nice dig by Hines. Third hit. Free balled by Wambach. Wackel can set from the net in the middle, and Warnke drills it to the corner. And Jefferson goes up 7-5. Warnke now with 8 kills. Warnke, Welty, and Sabres have done most of the attacking tonight for Jefferson. Sabres serving. Back row, Wambach on serve receive. Bumped by Gergen. The hit by Knight. Cross court, dropped it in. Nicely placed by Addie Knight. Huron back within 1 at 7-6. Kill number 8 for Addison Knight. And Addison Knight will serve for Huron. Back to the corner. Handled by Sabres. Set for Welty. Her hit through the block and saved nicely by Gergen as Davis gets it over. Back set. Here comes Warnke with the hit dug out by Huron. Here's the hit by Davis. Too long. And Jefferson back up by 2, 8-6. Starting to see a few more hitting errors on the part of Huron. Leah Johnson into the front row for Jefferson as Warnke is back to serve for Sioux Falls. Down, set by Gergen, across for Davis. Her hit just tips it up the middle in the campfire. Double block, couldn't handle anything because it went right over their heads. Allie Davis with the kill, pulls Huron back within 1 at 8-7. 8th kill for Davis. First of this set. Kaya Cheddar, serving specialist on the floor for Huron. Back row, misplayed by Sabres, but they do punch it across. Gergen can set, back set, right side Olsen, cross court, dug out by Horner. Backline attack, Sabres goes long. And we are tied at 8. Cheddar to serve, see if we can get momentum going back on the Huron side of things. We're tied at 1 set here. It's been a tight match, just as we thought it would. Serve back row, serve receive, kind of shanked. Chased down by Wackel, going to be hit across by Sabres. Somebody hit the net. Boy, Huron hit the net, and that was just a brain cramp by somebody. As Jefferson was kind of messing around with the ball in the back row, all of a sudden somebody just got too close to the net because you saw it jerk down, and Jefferson wasn't even getting the ball close to going over. Jefferson back up 9-8. Wackel serving. Serve receive Knight. Gergen sets across. The hit by Davis to the corner. Finds the line. We're tied at 9. Allie Davis picks up her 9th kill. Fitzer into the front row as Wambach rotates out for Huron. And Jency Gergen serving. Huron's made a complete rotation. Jency serving for the second time. Kind of shanked by Sabres, and nobody went after it. Sabres kind of went right side with it, and Fodness just didn't see it. An ace for Gergen, and Huron back up 10-9. Third ace of the evening for Gergen. Jency again with the serve. Back row. Sabres stays with it. Set. Here's the left side hit Welty off the top of the net. Dug out by Knight. Back set. Right side Fitzer through the block. Rolls it over. Huron up 11-9. As Arian Fitzer, her 4th kill, first of this set. 11-9. Huron leading, and Gergen serving as Huron tries to sustain momentum. Serve receive Welty. Backline attack Sabres, dug out by Knight. Set to the left, the hit by Davis, blocked back, but stays on the Jefferson side. Davis another kill. Huron now up 12-9. a 3-point lead. I think this is the biggest lead for either team here in set number 3. 10 kills for Allie Davis. And checking in for the first time for Sioux Falls Jefferson, 9th grader Judea Blackburn. She did get some time against Mitchell, so they are starting to rotate her in. Serve, receive, Sabres off the net, and into the net goes Wackel. Another ace for Huron. 13-9, Huron leading by 4. Timeout Jefferson. We'll take a timeout. 30 on Dakota Sports.
Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. We changed thousands of diapers, cut up hundreds of crufts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance can mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls as Huron on a nice run. They've taken a 4-point lead here at 13-9, 5-0 run on the part of the Huron Tigers. Jency Gergen serving aggressively, and Jefferson forced to use their first timeout. Gergen and Hilton Hines have served very well tonight. Jency will serve off the timeout. To the corner, handled by Welty, set back to her. Welty will hit off the left side, back row. Hines there, and a whistle. Huron in the net. Must have been Olsen. It was either Olsen or Fitzer. I saw the official put a 2 up. So it's either on 20 or 21. And on the net call, 13-10. Jefferson back within 3. And serving, Brianna Kinval, who just came in earlier this set. Set in the middle, there's the tip by Fitzer. Nice dig by Fodness. Back set, Blackburn hits. Cross court, dug out by Gergen. Set by Olsen, the hit by Fitzer. Dug out in the back row. Hit by Sabres. Huron gets the dig and deflected, but out by Davis. Davis, a great job of just deflecting it to get it over, but just about a foot too long. And Jefferson pulls within 13-11. Kinval again serving. Serve receive, shanked by Davis. That'll be an ace for Kinval. And now the run belongs to Jefferson. It's 13-12 as they've rattled off a 3-0 answer. Kinval serving again. Knight down to get it. Back set, right side. Davis tips into the campfire. And off the net, they can't make a play as Wackel played it off the net but slid over the net. And Huron gets the lead back at 14-12. Fitzer will get the kill off that. She has 5. Allie Davis now serving for Huron. And into the net, service error. 14-13, Jefferson back within 1. Second service error this set on Huron. They have 5 total. Abby Horner to serve and play back row for Jefferson. Now they're doing a lineup check or something as the R2 is visiting with the scorekeeper. I think they're just making sure they're in the right rotation because Kinval has started playing here. And I think it is not Horner's turn to serve. And they're reshifting everybody, and Fodness is going to serve. So both coaches have been trying to be a little crafty with their lineups, but they've had to do a couple lineup checks. Fodness serving. Serve receive Knight, bumped ahead by Gergen. Knight will hit to the back corner. Too long. We're tied at 14. Well, back and forth we go. That's the way the night has went so far. We're tied at 1 set apiece, and in set 3, Fodness serving. Back set, right side, the hit by Fitzer, blocked, and Jefferson can't get it across. Oh, they do. I thought that was 4 hits. I guess not. Set for Knight. Her tip through the block. Again, dug out by Wackel, bumped to the left side. The hit by Sabres down the middle, caught the corner. Some great saves by Jefferson, and finally they delivered the hard hit for Sabres. Her 9th kill, and Huron has to burn a timeout. Jefferson has regained the lead here at 15-14, forcing a Tiger timeout. We'll take a break of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Delicious experience using the restaurant in Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Buy a finger can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Buy a finger restaurant in Ace Lounge at the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls. Back and forth we go. That's the way the night has been. Now it's Jefferson on a run, and they lead 15-14 as they're on a 6-1 run. Each team has now used a timeout. Fodness serves into the net. Service error. We're tied at 15. Second service error this set on Jefferson, and they have 8 total tonight. Hilton Hines to serve for Huron. Hines delivers it back row, kind of shank, third hit. Fodness will get it across. Gergen sets. Back set, right side Fitzer, pops in the middle, off the hand of Kinval, and Huron regains the lead at 16-15. Fitzer now with 6 kills, 3 in this set. Hilton Hines serving, looking to keep momentum going. Kinval serve receive, goes backwards with it. Sabres can't catch up, and Huron up 17-15. Huron has definitely delivered the aces tonight. I have Hilton Hines with 6 aces. I think Huron has a dozen total according to my score sheet. Serve receive, Kinval there, set in the middle. They hit by Warnke. Dig, pass ahead by Hines to Knight, left pin, back row, Kinval digs. Bumped ahead by Wackel. Here comes Sabres, back row, dug out by Davis. Set ahead for Knight, her hit left side, points it to the corner, but out. Very close call. Addie had the right idea, but it did go out to the left, 17-16. Jefferson back within 1 and a chance to tie with Horner serving. Serve receive Knight, and that'll be an ace. Knight was leaning the wrong way, and Horner gets the ace, her first of the night. Second ace for Jefferson in this set, tied at 17 in set 3. Serve back row, serve receive Davis. Gergen will back set. Right side hit Fitzer, nice dig Fodness. Kinval gets over there, third hit free balled by Sabres. Gergen from the net can set for Knight up the middle, dug out by Fodness. Set over to the left, they hit, blocked but out by Huron. And Sabres will get the kill, and now Jefferson a lead at 18-17. 10 kills for Sabres, and Huron's going to burn their second timeout right here. 18-17 Jefferson, timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Sports injuries just on the sideline of the game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls. I'm Jeff Duffy. A tight one here, and Jefferson right now riding momentum as they lead 18-17 in set 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Coach Lean out of timeouts on that Huron bench. 1 remains for Beth Donnelly there over on the Jefferson side. Horner serving. Serve receive Knight. Gergen will set in the middle for Carr, just tips it right to Jefferson. Tip back across by Wackel. Left side, the hit by Knight goes back row. Fodness there. Wackel back sets. Right side hit. Nice dig over there by Gergen. Just going to be a free ball by Fitzer. Now ball over the net, dug out. Tigers will set. Backline attack. Davis pops it back row. Horner there. Then Fodness. Sabres hit. And dug out by Davis. Back set. Right side for Fitzer. Hit down the line. And 8 up. Fodness in the back row. We're tied at 18. They got their 3 hits, but never got the ball going towards the net. Arian Fitzer with 7 kills. Had none in the first set, but now she rotates out. Ava Wambach in to play back row, and she'll serve for the Huron Tigers, tied at 18 in set 3. Wambach sends it back row, kind of shanked by Ginball. Free ball across by Savers. Pass ahead Hines, and Knight will slap it into the back row. Kinball able to dig it out. Free ball by Sabres. Back to Hines. Bumped, and who's going to get the third hit? Wambach has to free ball it. Wackel from the net, from the middle, tipped across by Warnke. Tigers dig it out. Here comes Knight again. Swings, dug out back row, Kinval. Bump to the right. Horner will tip it. Gergen from the net. Here comes Knight again. She's had a lot of swings, partially blocked. Nice dig, back row, Kinval. Sabres winds up. Dug out by Hines, tipped across by Knight. Wackel sets across. Here's Sabres again to the corner. Wambach there. Long volley. They hit by Knight, back row, Kinval there. Set by Wackel. Here's the tip by Sabres over the block into the campfire. Long volley, and Sabres tips it right into the middle for the kill. Nicely played by Sienna Sabres. Gets her 11th kill. And now 19-18 Jefferson. Sabres rotates back and serves for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Put it back row, serve, receive, Wambach. Gergen comes up to get it. Backline attack, Davis pops it back row. Set in the middle, the tip across by Warnke. Tigers dig it out. Knight will wind up and, just missed, but a tip. It was touched at the net by Jefferson, and we're tied at 19. Give the kill to Addie Knight, her 9th. She has 3 in each set now. Addison Knight with the serve for Huron. Back row, serve, receive. Horner shanks it. Nice save by Wackel. Free ball across by Welty. Bumped by Gergen. Here's Davis off the left side to the corner, and that will come off the back row. They can't get to it, and now Huron leads 20-19. Allie Davis with the kill. She's got 11-4 in this set. Huron up 1. Knight serving to the corner. Serve, receive. Bumped ahead by Wackel. Left side hit. Back row. Hines is there. Set in the middle for Carr. Into the net. We're tied at 20. The race to 25 is on. Serving will be Addison Warnke for Jefferson. And this is the rotation where Fodness, the libero, sits. Back row, Wambach. Gergen will set to the left. Here's the hit by Davis. Blocked but out. Davis with the answer for Huron, 21-20. Allie now with 12 kills. And serving specialist, Kaya Cheddar on the floor for Huron with a 1-point lead. Hines will sit a rotation. Cheddar serves it back row to Sabres. Set to the left, Welty into the net. Huron up 2, 22-20. And Jefferson going to take their final timeout. Huron up 22-20 in set 3. Tied at 1 set apiece. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Also has tire repair, batteries, and filters. Locally owned and open every day and every day except Sundays. Trust your family vehicle with Adams Quick Lube. 1159 Fifth Avenue North, Adams Quick Lube is a proud sponsor of Tire Sports.
Dakota Sports KIJB, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls Jefferson. Both teams out of timeouts. Here on a 22-20 lead here in set 3. Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. This is the way the entire day has went here. JV Jefferson 131-29. 26-24. Sophomore match went 3 with Jefferson winning, so all levels it's been tight. Cheddar to serve off the Jefferson timeout. Everybody out of timeouts. Serve receive shanked in the back row by Sabres. That's an ace for Kaya Cheddar, her first. And Huron up 23-20. Cheddar will serve. Down to get it, Welty. Set in the middle. The hit by Shearer. Tigers dig it out. Here comes Davis left side down the middle. Nice dig by Sabres. Pass ahead. Welty will slap it back row. Cheddar. Bumped ahead by Gergen. Here comes Davis again. Powers it up, and Jefferson can't get control of the block as Allie Davis powers it through, and Huron at set point, 24-20. Kaya Cheddar with the serve for Huron. Goes to the corner and goes wide left. Service error. We're the Huron Tigers. It's never easy. Just the second service error this set on Huron, and Huron has 5 total. Still set point for Huron, but now Jefferson controls the serve, and Olivia Wackel, the setter, to serve for Jefferson. Serve back row, down to get it Knight. Set Gergen to Davis. Her hit blocked and out. Allie Davis finishes it off. Huron takes set 2, 25-21. Huron now up 2-1. We'll take a timeout of 2 minutes. Set number 4 is next on Dakota Sports.
Carry out for fast delivery. Every delivery for delivery or carry out, we're going to call it 252-6925. Not sure what the order from the delicious menu? Then dine in and try the famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. For local owners, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located on 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant seat screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance your existing home? I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Banking Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with no goal servicing, VA, everything, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Banking Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and the Huron area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today. Shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJD.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls. We head to set number 4. Huron now up 2-1. Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. Jefferson took the first set, 25-20. Huron the next two, 25-21, 25-21. Boy, about everybody else, I think, is a final already. Yankton defeated Pierre in 4, 25-22, 25-14, 17-25, 25-13. Mitchell picked up a second consecutive impressive win. Very tight all the way with Watertown, but Mitchell pulls it out in Watertown, 25-22, 25-23, 27-25. Harrisburg the sweep of Aberdeen, 25-6, 16, and 11. And that is your Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. 605-352-5316. So we had set number 4. Can Huron keep the momentum up? Now, the third set was a little different than the first two. Jefferson led practically the entire first set, and Huron led a majority of the second set. But the third set, both teams went back and forth. Both teams had momentum. Both teams had lead, but Huron a good job of finishing it out as they outscore Jefferson 5-1 to end the set and take the lead here. But the job's not done by any means as we get ready to go with our fourth set. Getting the lineup checks again, and both these, Coach Lean said this is going to happen, and we kind of saw it against Rapid City Central as well. Coaches are making adjustments to their rotations in between sets, trying to get matchups they like, and sometimes you just have to react to it. Now, Sioux Falls Jefferson come in with a new girl for the first time here tonight. AJ Venekamp is on the floor. She has not played yet tonight till now. Served by Jefferson as we begin the fourth set. Hit by Davis, goes long. Hitting air gives Jefferson a 1-0 lead here to start set number 4. Abby Horner serving for the Cavaliers. Serve back row handled by Knight. Gergen quick set into the middle, into the campfire. Jefferson has done a good job of taking that away from Jency, but she does get her second quick set kill. We're tied at 1. Fitzer in, Wambach out for Huron, and Jency Gergen will serve for the Huron Tigers. Serve back row down to get it Horner. Set to the left, the hit by Sabres, and that eats up Gergen in the back row. Jefferson back up 2-1. Sabres with the kill. I have her for a dozen. And now on the serve is Warnke. Going to misplayed by Davis. Tracked down, though, by Hines. Free ball across by Jay Leosin. Might have went out, but Jefferson played it. To the left, there's Sabres with the hit. Dug out by Hines. Set to the left. Here's the big hit by Davis. Tipped at the net. Dug out. Set in the middle, the hit by Shearer. Tigers dig. Back set right side for Fitzer. Taps it in the middle. Horner got a hand on it. Third hit, they won't get there. Fitzer just went for the campfire shot and just put it in the right spot where Jefferson could never get a total handle on it. 8th kill for Arian Fitzer. And Huron is tied it at 2, doing a little maintenance on the floor, a little sweat down there. Didn't think it was that warm in here, but girls have been playing a long time already as this has been highly competitive. Allie Davis will serve for the Huron Tigers. Back row, serve, receive Horner. Set to the left for Sabres. Off the top of the net, nice dig by Gergen. Bumped ahead, Knight coming off that left side through the block. And going to be dug out of bounds. Knight with the kill. Huron up 3-2. Addie Knight now with 10 kills. And Huron leading 3-2 in set 4. Huron up 2-1. Davis serving. Takes something off that one. Sabres, though, handles it. Quick set across, slap back by Olsen. Now the set for Sabres. Her hit over the block, dug out by Hines. Bumped by Gergen. Going to be free balled across by Davis. Set by Wackel. The hit by Shearer. Dug out by Gergen. Bumped by Hines. Left side hit through the block. Knight, third. No, they almost got it across. Addie Knight, though, does get the kill, and Huron up 4-2. Knight with 11 kills. Davis serving. Serve receive. Venekamp struggles. It's an ace for Davis. Huron up 5-2. Allie Davis adds to her big night. That's actually her first ace, I believe. Serve receive Sabres. Wackel sets in the middle. Shearer into the net. 4-hit attack. Huron up 6-2. Air by Jefferson. Huron building some momentum here, leading 2-1. Davis serving and goes. Oh, dropped it in for the ace. I thought that was going along too. Both Fodness and Venekamp just watched it sail by, An ace for Allie Davis. Her second, both in this set. Huron up 7-2. Now Kinval back in and serving air as Davis puts it into the net. 7-3. Huron leading. Blackburn into the front row for Jefferson, and Wackel will serve. Back row serve receive for Hines. Set in the middle. The tip across by Fitzer. Set to the left. Here comes the big hit by Sabres. Ricochet, third hit. Gergen gets it across. Wackel back sets. Blackburn right side. Cross court and long. Hitting air Jefferson, and Huron up 8-3 in set 4. Olsen rotates out. Carr rotates in. Hines serving. Hilton puts it to the corner. Down to get it Horner. Wackel sets for Sabres. Dug out by Hines. Gergen back sets. Right side Fitzer with the tip. Slapped up in the air and will be free-balled by Blackburn. Gergen sets for Carr. Tip it over the block and right in front of Fodness. What a sweet tip by Chloe Carr. Huron up 9-3. Jefferson needs a timeout. Third kill for Chloe Carr. Huron up 9-3 in set 4, up 2-1. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Dakota Sports KIJB, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Back in Sioux Falls, Jefferson timeout. Kind of odd there. It looked like everybody was just in 3 different groups on the Jefferson bench. And the 3 coaches were talking among themselves. And then the back row players were together. I didn't really see Coach Donnelly talk to the girls that I could tell. Off the timeout, Hilton Hines serving. Back row and Fodness. Pass ahead by Wackel. High in the air. Overpass, and Huron got greedy. Wackel and overpass. Both Fitzer and Carr were there, and they both jumped way too early. And nobody got a clean hit on the ball. Point back to Jefferson. It's 9-4 Huron. Sabres serving. Sabres back row serve, receive Knight. Bumped ahead. Going to be a free ball, and Huron's going to hit it way out again. Everybody's overplaying now. Knight was calling it. Carr came in to make a play on it and ended up way too much on it and out by Huron. 9-5. Tigers lead down to 4. Serve receive Knight. Bumped by Gergen. Tipped across by Fitzer. Wackel. Now bumped by Fodness. Backline attack Sabres. Down to get it Gergen. Pass ahead. Fitzer off the right pin. Tips over the block. Fodness there to cover it. Left side. The hit by Horner, dug out by Huron off the net. And Huron able to get it across. Gergen somehow stayed off the net. Blackburn with the tip, dug out by Davis. Set, here comes Knight with the hit, blocked and out. Knight's been having a nice night off that left side. Addie another kill, it's 10-5 Huron. Knight with a dozen kills. Wambach in to serve and play back row as Fitzer rotates out. 10-5 Huron in set 4. Fodness on serve receive. Right side hit Shearer, dug out by Wambach. Set, backline attack Davis, down the middle, nobody home. As they split between Sabres and Fodness, nobody went after the ball. Kill for Allie Davis. 15 in my scorebook. Serve receive, Fodness send it ahead. And is going to be hit across by Horner. It's out. And Huron up 12-5 in set 4. Horner was strictly a back row player until I think late last set. Now she's playing front row. Wambach serving. Floats it back row. Too long. Service error. Jefferson gets one back. It's 12-6. Second service error this set. on Huron, and Huron has 8 total tonight. Riley Fodness serving. Back row, Hines there. Back set, right side, Carr with the hit. Dug out back row by Sabres. Here's the tip, saved by Knight. Over the net, and a battle at the net, tipped, and Huron somehow got it across. Wackel sets. Here's the hit up the middle, dug out by Hines. Bumped by Gergen, backline attack Davis through the block, and it falls right in front of the back row player. 13-6 Huron. Davis now with 16 kills. That one, well, maybe not. Well, she was in the back. It was a back row hit, but I think she's actually playing front row. Addison Knight serving. The serve receive off the net. Tip back by Carr. And Huron goes up 14-6. Carr with the kill. It looks like she did block that back. Knight serving. The serve receive. Horner shanks it. 15-6 Huron. Knight with the ace. Knight, her second ace of the night, and Jefferson's going to burn their last time out here. Jefferson timeout, Huron leading 15-6, up 2-1. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Review with Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for a quick line of apparel such as t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, including sports, of course. About signs, logos, and vinyl print, etc. TV Sports, of course. Now sponsor of the Tigers, TV Sports, downtown Huron.
Dakota Sports, KIJB, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls. Huron Tigers up 15-6 in set 4. Need to close it out, but need to find 10 more points to do so. Jefferson has really struggled defensively in this set, and well, that shows on the scoreboard. Donnelly out of timeouts on that Cavalier bench. Knight will serve off the Jefferson timeout. Back row, Fodness down to get it. Wackel sets it. The hit, Tigers block. Dug out by Hines. Gergen sets for Davis, left side, through the block and out. Was it touched? It was. I thought so. 16-6 Huron as Allie Davis delivers the kill. 17 on my score sheet. They only have 11 on the scoreboard. I know I'm not that far off. Knight serving. Down to get it was Sabres. Back set, right side hit Blackburn. Tigers dig it out. Back set across by Gergen, and Fodness almost hesitated, but they do get it across. Gergen set's going to be tipped, partially blocked. Jefferson controls. Backline attack, Sabres, dug out by Knight. Gergen sets back to the middle. Here comes Davis. Tips to the corner. Nobody home. How did Allie Davis contort her body and see that corner? 17-6. Huron leading. 18 kills for Allie Davis, 4 in this set. Now another new girl on the floor. Emery Bartell's in for the first time for Jefferson. Huron up 17-6 in set 4, up 2-1. Making sure we got our lineup check, and Knight will serve. Addie puts it back row and goes right to Bartels. Blackburn keeps it alive. Third hit, free balled by Horner. Gergen from the net will back set Carr. Her hit up the middle. Nice dig back row by Bartels. Jefferson will free ball. Gergen will set this time for Davis back row. Bartels again with the dig. Set to the right, and Horner puts it into the net. Huron just kept the pressure on. Finally got Jefferson into a mistake. 18-6. Huron leading. Knight with the serve. Back row, Bartels again. Set to the left for Horner. Her tip. Wambach digs it out. Tip back by Jefferson. Huron gets control. Davis will swing, and just out. Boy, that looked like it caught line to me. I think Jefferson got themselves a call. 18-7. That's the line I'm closest to, and that looked like it caught line. I'm wearing black and orange, mainly black, but you know where I'm rooting from. Serve by Kinval, set for Carr, right side, back row. Not a great dig, but Jefferson keeps it alive, gets it across. Gergen can set from the net. Set across for Davis. Her hit powers it up the middle. 19-7 Huron. Allie Davis having a night. I have her for 19 kills. 13 on the scoreboard. I'll take mine. Carr rotates out, as does Hines. Kaya Cheddar, serving specialist on for Huron. Cheddar off the top of the net. Bartel stays with it. They bump ahead. Horner will hit right side. Cheddar there. Pass ahead. Davis off the left wing. Tips it over. Dug out by Kinval. Horner on the right side with the tip and deflected back by Gergen. Horner will get her first kill of the night. 19-8. Huron's lead at 11. Now Horner will step back and serve. As Donnelly, she's just kind of trying to identify who's in what spot in the rotation. Serve back row to Knight. Gergen will set from the net. Here's Olsen with the hit back row. Not a great pass, but they will slap it across, but hits the antenna. And Huron 5 points away, leading 20-8. I'll give Olsen a kill on that, her fourth. Wambach out and Fitzer in, and Gergen serving for Huron. Serve receive, back row Kinval. Set to the left, the tip into the net by Jefferson. Huron 4 points away at 21-8. Gergen again with the serve. Back to the corner. Kinval there. Overpass. Slap back by Olsen. Jaley went up and got her full swing. And Huron 3 points away at 22-8. Olsen with her fifth kill. And Donnelly continues to rotate different girls in, just trying to find a spark. Another new girl in. That is Molly Bauer, her first trip in. And there's an ace for Hines as that ate up Horner in the back row, 23-8. Or excuse me, Gergen, not Hines with the ace. Fifth ace of the night for Jency Gergen, 2 minutes after 9 o'clock. KIJV, AM/FM Huron, short serve. Another ace for Gergen. And Huron at match point, 24-8. Huron has really outserved Jefferson tonight. It'll be interesting to see the final stats when we get there. Match point, Jency Gergen serving. Back row, and eats her up in the back row. Why not? Another ace to end it, and the Huron Tigers get a 2-0 week against Sioux Falls schools. Roosevelt Tuesday, Jefferson tonight. Huron wins 20-25, 25-21, 25-21, 25-8. Huron moves to 8-10. Jefferson drops to 6-8. 2-minute timeout. Gary Zell Autoglass postgame is next. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, James & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, truly local service, turn to Sealy Furniture of Huron.
Treat yourself right and have the Dairy Queen of Huron. The August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or shop it and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? But the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feed help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to
support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Huron Feeds, your local feed supplier. Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of Huron High School sports and the Tiger post-game show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does ship repairs, and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
The Huron Tiger post-game report on Tiger 95 is brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
Well, we're back here on the Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame. We'll quickly run down the stats and take another break. Talk to Coach Lean, who's up here quickly tonight. Jefferson now 6-8. I had Sienna Sabres, 12 kills, 2 aces, 1 kill, 1 ace. Abby Horner. Natalie Welty had 9 kills, 8 kills for Addison Warnke. 2 kills, Aaliyah Johnson. 2 kills, Faye Shearer, an ace for Brianna Kinval, and Olivia Wackel had a pair of kills for Huron. Now 8-10 on the season. 2 aces, 2 kills, 7 aces. Jency Gergen, 4 kills. Chloe Carr, 6 aces. Hilton Hines, 1 ace for Kaya Cheddar. 12 kills, 2 aces. Addison Knight, 19 kills, 3 aces. Allie Davis, 8 kills. Arian Fitzer, 5 kills for Jaylee Olson, and an ace for Ava Wambach. I have Huron out acing Jefferson 20-4 as Huron picks up the win. We'll take another timeout at 2 minutes, come back and talk about this one with Coach Lean. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Bruises and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Oper and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center. 1919 root beer is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. Their unique recipe and choice ingredients make 1919 root beer the creamiest, full-body draft root beer available. Pick up 1919 root beer, distributed by Elwine Brothers, at your favorite convenience store or grocery store in Huron. Elwine Brothers wishes the Huron Tigers the best of luck. Go Tigers!
Northern Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Northern Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. These fitness classes are led by the Northern Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Northern Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
This is Matt Sibu with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. We change thousands of diapers, cut up hundreds of crusts, play hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance can mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls Jefferson. Very quickly up here on the Gary Zell Auto Glass post-match is head coach Josh Lean. The Tigers win in 4, drop the first set, then roll off 3 in a row to win it in 4, make it a sweep of Sioux Falls schools this week. And coach, the first 2 sets were kind of one of our former coaches always used to say, just hi, get to know you sort of thing.
Yep.
We went back and forth really for 2.5 sets, but boy, last half of the 3rd set and the 4th set, we just took control.
Yeah, so we got kids who work their tails off, and they know how to play tired, right? And so you kind of got to light a fire under them once in a while, and hopefully, you could suggest that maybe tonight I picked the right time in the right place, with some of those kids, and we got good results. I'll tell you that what you're going to get out of. You're lucky if you can get the scouting report out of Jefferson in set one. Beth Donnelly, again, I said it in pregame. Coach, I respect dearly. I've known her for, I don't know, quarter of a century now. But we're never going to get the same look twice. If something's not working, she's got her kids trained to make adjustments. And so we did a really good job of making sure we knew who was in front of us. We knew what their capabilities were and what changes were made from even 10 points prior to that. And I thought our girls did a really nice job making adjustments. We made some real varsity adjustments tonight defensively. In serve receive, we hit Ava for a while in serve receive because they were beating her up, which is what the scouting report says to do. And Ava got her light back to green, and she shoved, Addie Knight out of the way and said, "I got it now." And so that was a grow-up moment for her, which was really good to see. Our left backs were being moved consistently. Tyann had them moving to a different spot defensively just about every swing, and they did a really nice job just staying in it. And at the end of the day, we talked about it pregame. Jefferson is, sitting right above us in seed points, and this was a match that we felt. I don't know if Jefferson felt like we were going to be competitive. I feel like they kind of folded in there at the last half of this thing, but at the end of the day, we felt like we could compete, and I was really proud of our girls for doing that.
And you always say the first line of defense is a strong serve.
Yep.
20-4 is what I had for the ace difference.
Yep.
Not often you see 16 ace difference.
Right. And we knew coming in, and we knew in set one, we really didn't give that ace effort or that serving effort what it needed to be. And so the girls really took it to heart, dialed in set two. And listen, that's an impressive stat, right? 16 ace difference. But the reality is, once we found our rhythm and we kind of knew that we were gonna serve the volleyball at Sabres' shoelaces, and we were gonna try to get her to move forward, and then they were struggling with that, and then the adjustments started happening. The balls they didn't get aced were 15 foot off the net, right? And their setter had one option, and in half the time their outside hitter couldn't even get a swing on it. So we got free ball after free ball, and we're good enough, we'd like to think, that we're going to terminate that more than we're not. And so I thought our girls did a nice job of accepting that. Now, I did challenge, for the record, the two middle blockers because I felt like we got through the first three sets without a whole lot of Jaylee Olsen and Chloe Carr offensively. And so we told Jency, hey, you're doing a great job. You're setting up a really, really good match against a competitive team. Now our middle's got to get involved. And I thought in set four, they were the spark that made the difference. And of course, once we had Jefferson on their heels, there was really no turning back. I think she took her second time out inside of maybe even 10 points. And then after that, we just kept them on roller skates and kept pushing them over. And so really good performance tonight. The offense dealt by Jency. It was a good decision-making night for her.
And Jency Gergen is our signature plus player of the game. We had a full lineup of candidates there, but went with her. One thing I was thinking, Jefferson did a good job of taking that quick set away from her. They were covering that. She got two of them, but usually there's more. But she found other ways. I think I had her for 7 aces. Hilton Hines had 6. So Jency, I think you're probably your thinking girl out there. What else can I do? And she found a different way.
She did find a different way, and I'm proud of her for that as she's grown into that leadership role this year as well. And Jefferson made some adjustments. I know that you guys don't get to see all the scouting reports that we see, but they had their libero just a week ago against Mitchell playing middle back halfway through the match over in Mitchell, on Tuesday. And so against us, they moved her to left back because I credit Jency for them making that move because it's Jency's quick set, it's her quick attack that they're nervous about. So they took that away. Their middles were getting up on her quick, and Jency just found other ways. And I'll tell you, as Jency found that Allie and Addie were going to have a night, right? They were really having trouble timing the block. She just probably did one of the easiest things in volleyball and just kept throwing the ball out there, right, and giving them confidence that they can score and confidence that they can score. And I thought they did a really nice job playing inside themselves tonight. So it's nice. Get on the road early tonight. Get on the road with a victory. It's a little easier to get home and get a few hours of rest. But again, we gotta go to work next week. Tuesday, home match against Pierre. So we'll be ready for that on Tuesday. But we're gonna have to get the girls iced up, healed up. Ice everything that's sore. And they got a little bit of that going on just like everybody else. So good job tonight. Now we got to start looking to Tuesday.
And one last thing, too, and isn't often we've had a 2-0 week against Sioux Falls.
Yeah, well, I'll take that, right? And so, I mean, listen, in this vicinity, in this city, the studs are still studs, right? Harrisburg's still good, and I consider it all Metro, right? Brandon Valley's very competitive. O'Gorman's going to win a lot of volleyball matches. But the ones that we can be competitive in, the ones that we can grit our teeth and hang in there, this week I thought our girls did a really, really good job finding ways to get W's.
Josh Lean, head coach of the Tigers. Again, Jen C. Gergen, Signature Plus, player of the game. We'll take a final timeout, 1 minute. Wrap it up on Dakota Sports.
Experience Lion Restaurant in East Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and